I want you to ponder these 4 questions. Here's the first one, and that's why. Why pay the price? Why work this hard? Why go this far? Why try to learn this much? Why try to do it all? Why try to see it all? Why try to have it all? Why do it? Why learn it? Why study? Why put yourself out? Why try to take on this much responsibility? Why develop yourself to the full? That's a good question, why? And you're the only one personally that can answer that question for yourself. You've got to have your own list of whys. Here's what I want you to do when you go home after you've left this extravaganza. Work on your list of whys. One of the big thrusts for success is to come up with a strong enough why. In leadership training, here's what we learn. If the why is powerful, the how is easy. But if the why isn't strong, if your goals aren't powerful, if the vision isn't clear, the old prophet said, without a vision we die, without a vision we perish, without a dream we're nothing. From the movie The Professionals, I listened to Bill Heron give his testimony yesterday. From the movie The Professionals, it said, we joined because we believed. We stayed because we were committed. We left because we were disillusioned. But we came back because we were lost. Without a dream, we are nothing. I'm asking you to make a list of what you want. What kind of health do you want? What kind of skills do you want? Like to have. I'm asking you to go home and work on the why. Spend some time as you fly over the clouds and over the ocean back to where you came from. I'm asking you to have a vision by the time you've reached home of why you want Herbalife to work for you, why you want this kind of income, why you want this kind of recognition and these kinds of skills. I'm asking you to develop your own list of why. Because if you can come up with a strong enough list of why, Herbalife can furnish the how. Now here's number 2. The first question to ponder when you go home is why. Here's another good answer to why. It's the second question, why not? Why not see how much you can earn? Why not see how much you can learn? Why not see how many skills you can develop? Why not see what kind of person you can become? Why not see what kind of influence you can have? Why not see how many people you can rescue from oblivion? Why not see how many people you can... I want you to take that personal. Why not? Why not? Now here's number 3. Why not you? I wish I could say that to each of you individually, but it would take a couple of lifetimes to sit down and talk with each of you individually. I want you to take it personal. And my personal question to you is, why not you? You've got the brains, you can make decisions, you can study the plan, you can change your life, you can grow immensely in the next few years, you can make your dreams come true, you can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through, you can become healthy, you can become powerful. Why not you? And I'm here to say that I'm ready to pledge my support to make your personal dreams come true. I asked the question, why not you? But I'm not gonna ask it and just walk away. I'm gonna ask it and walk with you. And now here's my last question. My very last question on the questions to ponder is, why not now? There never was a better time. And what a time now for us to take this dream and not let it die. Take this dream and give it life. Take this dream and breathe into it your own personal spirit until finally it becomes a flame that burns around the whole world. Let's go do it now.
All right. Good morning, beautiful people. How is everyone doing? Can you guys hear me loud and clear, or is there a problem with my mic again? Let me know. Everything should be good. All right. Amazing. Yeah, I have some troubles with my mic last days. I'm not sure what the problem was, but looks like it's fixed now. Okay. Good. Good morning. I wanted to start this video with this amazing and really legendary speech of Mr. Jim Rohn. The four questions to ponder. Why not? Why? So first, why? Why not? Why not you? And then the last one. Every single time when I'm watching this, I get goosebumps all over the place. But that last question, why not now? Is such a strong question in my opinion. It's insane. I ask myself that question almost every single morning. Why not now? Why procrastinate? Why say I'm gonna do it tomorrow? Why say I'm gonna do it when I'm ready? Why say I'm gonna do it when it's the new year? New me. BS. New year, new me. No, no, no. You should start today. All right. Why not now? And I wanted to start this video, or I wanted to start this session this morning with this video because we are in a special position right now, or special, yeah. It's a period like another in the year for me personally, but I know there is a lot of things going on with these winter arcs and these New Year's, new me things, all this kind of stuff. What I do when we are in this period of time is I'm starting to reflect on how my year has been and how I want my year or my next year, 2026, will be, or how I want to see it, right? So that's why I used this video today to, yeah, get you guys thinking and set you guys, yeah, thinking about why are you doing this, okay? Why shouldn't you do it? Right? Why not? Then why not you? A lot of people are doing these things and being successful and being consistent and being disciplined, and you see the results. You see people getting where you want to be. But why not you? We are all the same. We can all achieve these things as long as we are committed and disciplined and consistent, right? So what I really recommend you guys is take these last days. It's only 7 days left, and then we are in a new year. But take these last days to really reflect on how your year has been, good things and bad things, and use these things to build up a new pathway for 2026 and start writing down why your goals, and of course a step-by-step plan where you can build your habits and become the person you want to become. Okay, so good, that's it. I really wanted to start it like this because it's the last one of this year. We are here. Oh wait, let me check. It's 24/31. Wednesday. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a session next week. I will let you know on time. Maybe I'm gonna do one just for fun. We shall see. All right, good. Let's dive straight into it. Of course, today also, if I'm opening for X Factory, like you guys know, we are in a lot of bank holidays. It's the last, or it's the Christmas Eve day. A lot of people will go to families tonight, will have a good time with their families, have some good food, have some fun. I wish you all the best on this beautiful evening, so enjoy it with all your heart. But of course, if we take a look at the markets, it's gonna be pretty dead for the upcoming days, of course. All right, I'm gonna trap the market. I'm gonna check like if we have some opportunities, yes or no. But just know that the chances are very high that nothing will happen in these coming days, and that we will have to wait till Monday, Tuesday, maybe next week will also pretty that week. But like you guys know, I just keep on going. I personally don't really stop for holidays. All right. It happens a lot of times that these are basically one of my best months. This year, not really. Gonna be honest. It's like yes and no. All right. I'm in profits for the month, but not that it's a crazy amount. All right. Good. Let's start a review what we had from last week. I'm not sure which ones I had. Let me take my list here. From last week, we had 5, 6, 7 price traps. All right. First one was Euro AUD. Yeah, indeed, Euro AD. There we go. So the very first one, if we take a look. So first of all, for the people who do not know what we're doing here, pretty simple. We are trading price trap. Price trap, yeah, it's one of the most basic things you can do in the markets. You're simply trapping price and you wait for the market to break and retest your certain zones. You have drawn out, all right? So basically, if we have an uptrend like you see here on Euro AUD, every time the market creates highs and lows, you can trap this, wait for that breakout, the retest, and then go higher, all right? Same thing here, another high, wait for the breakout, the retest, and then go higher again, all right? And this happens time and time and time and time again. And that's what we are focusing on here on these sessions, all right? You have different types of entries. That's something you will have to find out for yourself. For the people who are in the private Discord, you know, guys, how I enter, how I use it, what kind of confirmations I'm using, and so on and so forth. Okay, good. So for Euro AUD, market broke out, came back for the retest. Market did create some good price action here, but never really respected the uptrending move. It was very clean. It was clear also what I was looking for. Like you can see, we had this very clear uptrend. But yeah, this was just the last stop, and the markets decided to turn around and start creating that downtrending movement. Okay, this happens, of course, if you use the right risk management, if you have a trading plan, one stop loss or two stop losses, or even three stop losses, it doesn't matter because our risk to reward will cover that up the moment you have a take profit. I'm going to throw a pair in here in case I forget. XAU USD idea of Nina didn't reach the zone yet. Is this from this morning? Oh, I'm gonna do this on another screen because I can't share this here. Let me check. Pretty quick. And while I'm doing this, let me check the next pairs here. If you have any pairs, any things you did or pairs you're interested in for today, let me know. 2 days ago, oof, delete it. That's not good anymore. If it's the same the goals from during the night that were that's done. That's not good anymore. All right, so delete that thing. Good. Let's check Euro JPY. What did we see? Market broke out to the downside, came back for the retest and created some price action. The market did not respect and moved higher and started breaking the opposite structure. All right. If you follow the market, if you, for example, see the market creating that uptrend like this, right? And all of a sudden, let me do it with the downtrend. That will be better. Like this. And all of a sudden you see this. So the market builds up and creates lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. But all of a sudden you see the market creating a what? Higher high. This is like going down a staircase, and then all of a sudden the next step is higher than the previous one. This could trigger like, maybe you're turning around. And look what happens. The market first hit your stop loss. Let's just follow this up. We break out, market hits your stop loss, but we start breaking the structure that the market was creating in this downtrending movement. This is a very small downtrend, by the way. This is always a high risk when you zoom out and you see the market is uptrending and you see that you go for a breakout retest to the downside. These are usually pullback trades. What do I mean with that? Is if we have an uptrend like this, in the long term and we find ourselves at a price trap here, we just want to have this small pullback move back to the previous high. All right. And that was a little bit what I was searching for. A small breakout retest to retest this zone here or the demand that's sitting lower. Okay. This didn't happen and the market started breaking the opposite structure, what I just explained here. So then you can simply wait for the retest, wait for price action, and look what happened. Market made a run of almost 260 pips with a stop loss of 20 pips. That's a 1 on 10 risk to reward. Imagine you went for Euro AUD, took a stop loss. Let's just say you go for 1% risk. You lost one. Euro JPY, you lost one. But then this one, 1 on 10 risk to reward. Doesn't matter, right? That you took two stop losses. This is the power of risk management and having a good trading plan. Okay, good. Let's keep on moving. From Monday, I will open this and check in a moment. So Euro NZD, we didn't have this one. Let me take my list again. What are the next ones? Oh, we go all the way to the NZD pairs. Here we go, NZD Canadian. Oh, remember this one. Personally, I took a break even on this push to the downside, and then I left it alone because we started breaking structure to the opposite direction. Again, by the way, look at that structure. Really, if you're here, pretty new, watching the recording, and you're like, "What's this guy doing?" Focus yourself first on structure. Once you start to understand that structure, you will see that the moment the market really, like you can see, this is the last lower high. The market breaks above that. That's again the same what I did before. We have that downtrending move, and oh, all of a sudden we have a higher high. Market breaks out, gives a retest, and pushes higher. All right. Here was a first move, which was possible. I personally went for a break even on that one. Depends a little bit on how you reacted, what your stop loss was, what your entry price was. But of course, this was not the most successful idea we have seen. Okay. So that's for NZD Canadian. NZD JPY, look at that. Beautiful. We break out. We come back for the retest. We have perfect price action. And look at that run. Insane. 150 pips. A stop loss of around 15 pips or 20. So again, 1 on 10 risk to rewards. Insane. I love it. I'm gonna get back to these trades in a moment. Don't worry. Let me first cover everything I shared last week. NZD-CHF. Also, look at that. We broke out, came back for the retest, so much price action, so much time to react on it. Stop loss around 8 pips, 7 to 8 pips. Market went for 26 pips in profit. 1 on 3 risk to reward was definitely possible. Then we go higher again. Guess what happens? Look at that. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Oh, all of a sudden, higher low. Retest, boom. Market goes higher. You see what the power of structure is, what the power of keeping the basics close to you is. USD-CHF didn't do anything. Oh, we got the breakout here. Was this? Oh yeah, all right. This broke out during the session. So then we got the retest. Yeah, we got definitely some price action there. Definitely some entries where you could potentially react on. The market only went for 22 pips in profit with a 10 pip stop, which is break even, by the way. Depends a little bit where your entry is, how big of a stop loss you used. But this should be break even. If you took a stop loss on that, it is what it is. Move on. CHF JPY did nothing, just broke out, never came back. And I think that's it, right? Yep, that's it. Let me check the charts here. GM, straight stop loss. Nothing to do about this one. This was good. Let me check GN. Yeah, definitely highs, breakout, retest. This was the one, right? It looks like it. Yeah. Here was your high. Yeah, I would almost trap it exactly the same. If I didn't trap it even at Monday. Let me check. I can always find this back because I have a Discord channel where I share everything. GN. Yeah, here. Look at that. Same thing. Same thing. So nothing, you didn't really do anything wrong there. This is just a stop loss. USD JPY, you placed the limits. Oh, yes. All right. Let me check. This is the other way around, of course. I thought it was also Diego sending, but it's Victor. Let me check. Looking for a buy. Looking good. Yeah, looking good. We did not break out on this. I could trap this, but we didn't break out, so that's good news. I would even use that new support zone now. But I'm gonna come back on that one. Get JPY. Next one. Ooh, look at that. Great. Great idea. We'll have to check how you trapped it. Where's Canadian? Ah, there we go. Yeah. You used this very small one. All right. I wouldn't necessarily use this support when you trap this, because what I'm looking for, or yeah, hmm, maybe not the cleanest price trap. The reaction was beautiful, but maybe not the cleanest price trap. That's what I would say here. But yeah, amazing trade, right? You just, yeah. Yeah, indeed. That's the thing. What I see here, and that's why I really like this reaction is, look, this is the retracement mode. A little bit same like I told you on the Euro JPY. We are really in that pullback of the long-term uptrend. Remember, we are in this position here. Um, so you could be breaking, retesting to the downside. For example, you look for this, breakout retest, boom. But then all of a sudden, you see this. Oh shit, we break to the upside. Excuse my language. Again, we break to the upside. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful reaction. I think I wouldn't trap it. I'm not sure. What day is this? Wednesday. No, I didn't trap it because I didn't give it on the public session. But clean reaction. Really. I love it. Very nice. Very good. Very nice. All right. Are there no more pairs? Let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna check while you guys maybe are sending out some pairs to look at today. I'm gonna check out some pairs if we have some pairs, of course. If we don't have anything, don't worry. We are at the end of the year. Just wanted to come on here to especially just review everything from last week, give you guys a last, yeah, mindset push, something like that. Um, but I don't expect a lot from the market. I did share this one yesterday. Beautiful breakout, retest, price action, boom, market is going. Let's see if we can hold this. Again, this is again a pullback mode, right? Look at that. If we zoom out, what's the market doing? Uptrending. What are we looking for? Look, this is a long-term uptrend. We go up, we go down. 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 Again, up. We are looking for retracements. All right? And look what the market did. Pretty simple. 1 hour time frame. What do we see? Support zone, resistance zone, market breaks out, comes back for the retest, and you can be running this one. All right? This is what price trap is. Simple, easy for me because I'm doing this for a long time already. But if you're new, don't worry if you're like, what's happening here? Look at that. Same thing here. Euro JPY, breakout, retest, boom. That was another one from yesterday. Let me show you. Yesterday, what did I share? 80 JPY. This didn't really work out. Canadian JPY. Look at that. That's what I told you, what I showed you. Euro JPY. Again, same thing. Look, beautiful. Right now you can trap it again, but just want to check. GJ. Ooh, GJ also. Look at that. Mm-hmm. This wick here was my support. Retest. Boom. Even CHF JPY. I'm not sure how this one played out. CHF JPY. Nah, not that great. The other JPYs were way cleaner. All right, let me try. Let me try. Maybe, yeah, I do like this chart here. Canadian CHF, clean structure. We broke through the downside. We are like really having that massive movement. I personally, that's the only thing I don't like about this chart is that the market is consolidating like crazy. Bullish breakout on 80 JPY. Let me check. Let me first finish this one. So that's Canadian CHF, 80 JPY, bullish breakout. Yeah, yeah, definitely looking good. The only thing is it's gone. That's why I skip it. I don't even look at it because we would be if you're looking at a price trap wise reaction, this should be your reaction. And if the market now doesn't decide to go higher, you can find yourself a lower entry, but I'm gonna leave it like it is right now. You would wait for a deeper retest. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. But not sure. I'm doubting about this one. Maybe let me come back when I went through my list. Yeah, Canadian JPY. We also have a 4-hour candle close breakout. 4-hour also? I didn't check. Oh yeah. Yeah, clean. You know what? Let's just trap it. Don't react right now. Don't be sad. Don't be angry. Don't let your emotions kick in the moment the market takes off without you. If you miss this, if the market comes deeper, then we can have a new opportunity. Dum 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 dum. Euro pound, such an ugly pair, right? I've been trapping this one for a while right now, and sometimes, yeah, you get a good entry of this one, but most of the times you have that massive price action. In the past, I was always like, "Well, I don't like CHF, blah blah blah." Now I'm trapping CHF because sometimes we have these very clean price traps. But now I have something with Euro pound. I don't like Euro pound anymore. Such an ugly chart. Oof. Hmm. Let me give this another color. I'm gonna get back to that one. GA, nope. Yeah, Euro USD. Breakout to the upside, right? Amazing. Also 4-hour candle breakout. Yeah, I will get back to that one. Some pairs I can just trap without almost thinking, but of course I'm thinking, but you know what I mean. Like it happens almost automatic. But with some price traps, I just want to take some more time to really check like what's going on here. Euro pound is GU is looking good here. So pound USD also the breakout. 4-hour also. Yes, sir. Let's see. So what I just said is like, but with some pairs, I just need some more time to check like, will it be something or not? And some pairs you will see that it's almost happening automatic, but that's simply because I have these certain price trap patterns that I see, and yeah, it just happens automatically. And CJPY, same thing like AJ. Of course, NCJPY and ADJPY are very correlated. So you will see a lot of times if ADJPY is doing something, NCJPY is following. Or vice versa. I don't know who follows who, but for me it doesn't matter as long as my portfolio is growing. NCCHF. Yeah, you see that small uptrend here? You see how it went down? Same way how it's going up right now. So I'm gonna put another color on that one. UJ buys. I do like these buys for UJ. Would make sense with the JPYs, but I don't like it price that way. Looks like that will be it. Gold given breakout retest. Look at that. But I find it a little risky to be trading gold right now. Nah, I'm gonna stay away from gold. So what did we have? We had Euro USD. Let's trap it. I like it. The reason why I paused, I was looking like, maybe, is because we do have some good structure. Oh, there we go. Blue flag. Hence the CHF. Ooh, 10 minutes left. That's fast. Let me just trap them. Of course, it's the end of the year, so don't force too much. We will have choppy charts, bank holidays all over the place. Let's see. Let's see how it will play out. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 price traps. So we have 80 JPY waiting for the deeper retest. Euro USD is giving the deeper retest. Let's see if we can get some proper price action out of this. GU, same thing. NZD still needs to break out. Same thing like NZD Canadian. NZD JPY, same thing like 80 JPY, waiting for that deeper retest. And that's it. Okay? Let me give a quick look on this one here. Oof, looking for buys, looking for buys, looking for buys. Price trap, still in the price trap. For the people who knows. Okay, that was fast, but watch the recording. There we go. Bitcoin, what are you doing here? Yeah, basically, we are still at the same position. So we of course we have a weekly close, so that rejected showed as a doji, so this could be positive. But at this point, if you take a look at the lower time frames, we are basically just respecting downtrend. So I do expect the market to maybe sweep out these lows before we can even go higher. Okay? So that's a little bit what I'm looking for on Bitcoin for the upcoming days. Maybe we will see a slow market because of the holidays. Don't worry about that. But that's basically, yeah. I also said it on my morning sessions with the team, with my community here. We are basically just in a consolidation. So what we want to see is a breakout, so we have a certain direction. At this point, I don't. Yeah, the direction is leaning more towards a downside movement than an upside movement. But if we break up the upside, yeah, of course, we are price trappers. We're simply gonna wait and see. That's basically a lot of times what I'm doing, right? I became a good, patient person in trading. Um, and believe me, in the past, when I was younger, I wasn't the patient kind of guy. But I learned it the hard way that you need to be patient, especially in these markets. All right. For Ethereum, almost exactly the same thing here. I cannot say a lot about this. We also rejected basically on that weekly, which was positive. But again, this is more of a consolidation, same thing like Bitcoin, of course, where we are waiting for a certain breakout, which we can show a direction. We did get that breakout here, this one here. That's basically what I wanted to see also. We got above this, but then we dipped very low, which makes me bearish again on Ethereum, all right? We reacted also pretty strong on this daily supply. Which really showed us that we can go lower. And I wouldn't be surprised if Ethereum maybe in the upcoming week or end of the year will take the 2,500 level. Look how strong this is, this 2,500 level. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Sweep of the lows and then building slowly back up again. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this happens. Okay, and that will be a little bit it. I also look at, of course, the Ethereum Bitcoin chart for the people who knows, which is looking still pretty good. All right, I still do see a good push on Ethereum against Bitcoin here, which could push the alts way higher and finally maybe see that alt season. But we will follow that up day by day. It's way too early to say that. It's looking good, yeah, but as long as, well, I'm sorry, that just how do I say it in English? There just flew a bird to my window. I don't know. I hope he's okay. It was a pretty strong one. Um, Good. I'm sorry. I'm totally confused right now. There was a bird striking my window. Good. So your USD is really pushing right now. Yeah. I hope he's okay, by the way. All right. No. I thought maybe live, but no. No. No, 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 no. Better luck next time. That's it. Any questions? Let me know. Let me know. For the people who are wondering, by the way, I talk a lot about my community, my Discord, where I share everything, where I do my morning sessions on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Um, um, if you want more info about that, just let me know, and I will give you some info about that. We do have a community where we are growing together, where we are learning together. We are doing physical events, we are doing calls, all these type of things. So yeah, if you're interested in that and you're like, yeah, I've been good with these Wednesday sessions, but I don't know. I'm missing some things, or I want to have a community to grow with, or that kind of stuff. I would say just send me, and you'll be at the right place. Vision on gold at this point, I see it keep on rising for the upcoming hours, upcoming days. All right, like you guys know, I'm not really that kind of person that's trying to crystal ball everything, so trying to predict everything. I'm more of a person who just follows the structure. At this point, you could say like, yeah, the all-time high is here, and we are gonna start dropping on Bitcoin because of this little doji that it's creating here. But if you go lower time frames, nothing is telling us that we want to go down. All right. At this point, what I'm seeing is a breakout of the highs, a retest of these highs. So now we are in the retest zone. Oh, we are here at that retest zone, and I expect the market to just push higher again. As long as we keep respecting that structure, I keep see the market going higher. I'm sure a lot of people will be looking for sells here after this big push, but basically, again, this was a retest of the previous high. All right. For me, if I want to see, um, yeah, I didn't trap it right now simply because it's already gone, by the way. Or is it? Yeah. Hmm. We are around entry, right? Let me check the 5 minute. Ah, not fully convinced. This could be a re-entry, by the way, for the buys. Just to the highs here for around what was this? 400 pips? 1 on 2 risk to reward. I don't like that. But what I want to see is if you want to look for downside movements, then we need breakouts from this low. This low will not be enough because this low didn't create the high. This is the low that created the high. So that's the structure that needs to get broken for the downside move. If there's a good engulfing now, would you still enter it? Yeah, maybe if I can get a lower stop loss. Because at this point, it's looking good, by the way. But if you would react right now with your stop loss below the low, here, you see you have 200 pips or 20, doesn't matter. And it's 400 pips to the high, and that's a 1 on 2. We really need to break all-time highs, which I find a little risky for a 1 on 3. So yeah, you can still react on that, but if the stop loss is lower, if you can get a 1 on 3 out of this without breaking the highs, yeah, why not? Why not? But this is basically my view. So, or I will leave it like this for next week, or we push higher to at least this high here. Of course, we can go lower here. We can have a deeper retest. But if we want to see a turnaround, we need to break out like this. Okay, there we go. But I do see the charts rising. Not really. I do see up moves. All right, I'm done. I only have less than 1 minute, so I want to wish you all a beautiful Christmas, and we see each other back next week for a brand new price trap session. All right, so guys, enjoy, and we see each other very soon again. Ciao, ciao.